obviously appreciate a lot. So if you're a new student, what we're teaching tonight, it builds on what we've been teaching for the last 3 to 4 weeks here on the Success Connection. And it's really all about, and let me just do a real quick overview here, and then I'm going to show you guys this page I'm going to give you, and I'm going to give it to you. So it's not going to take all night like it usually does. The training is going to be a little shorter so I can get to the hospital and see my dad. But what we've been doing and what we've been talking about is solo ads, okay? So solo ads are a way to generate traffic and revenue, okay? So what's great about this is you can generate traffic for your website, or you can generate revenue, okay, as kind of a solo ad provider, okay? So you can do either or, and both of these, of course, end up generating money in one way or the other. If you are generating traffic, then you're a buyer. If you're generating money sending a solo ad, then you're a seller. Okay, so kind of all depends on what you want to do. Now, we talked last week about the cycle of solo ads. So if you're new, go into your Morrison Education account, click on the Success Connection icon, and watch the replays from the last few weeks, because we really tie all of this together. Okay, as a buyer, one of the most important things is your opt-in page. Okay, and that's why I'm giving you what I have found to be one of the best converting opt-in pages. And you're going to see that it looks a lot different than what we've been using. And this is just what works really well for solo ads, okay? So as a buyer, okay, so if you're this buyer and your whole goal is to build your email list, you've got to have what we call an opt-in page, okay? So on this opt-in page, somebody gives you their email address, and then when they do, it puts it into basically your list. Okay, now once you've built your list, obviously many things you can do with it. You can sell solo ads. Okay, so that's what we've talked about obviously above, is you can actually sell advertising and solo ads to your list. We've actually got people that are doing that right now inside of the Success Connection group, so I encourage you to join that group. It's completely free. You can advertise affiliate products, so you can make money as an affiliate. You can sell your own products, right? So if you've got digital products, books, anything like that, and then you can also sell e-com. Okay, so if you're like an e-commerce store, what you're finding is that all of these things right here, these are revenue generating opportunities. This is where money's made, and it's made from your list. So of course, you know, like I mentioned, there's a whole cycle for this. You've also got a person over here, right, who is the seller. Okay, now this person is the seller. And what they have is they have an email list. So they have a list, okay? And what they do, and this is very simple, we've talked about this every week, what they do is they send out an email. Okay, so they send out an email, and that email goes straight to your landing page. So it goes straight to your opt-in page. So what are we doing? We're leveraging, okay, we're leveraging the seller's email list to build your email list. That's how this works. Now, the seller, of course, they charge money per click, okay? So if they send you 100 clicks, you pay for 100 clicks. If they send you 500 clicks, you pay for 500 clicks. That's how solo ads work. Now, you can be a seller and you can be a buyer, which we've talked about, right? Because one of the things that you can do down here, which I mentioned, is you can sell solo ads, okay? So you can sell your own solo ads, meaning you can collect money from other people who want you to send emails to their landing pages while you're building your email list with your landing page. So in order to become a solo ad buyer and a solo ad seller, right, you need to build your list. The number one most important thing is this opt-in page, okay? That's the most important thing. So why is this the most important thing in the cycle, okay, in the entire cycle? So why is the opt-in page most important? Well, it's real simple. It's because the only way that you ever really build your list, okay, is by getting people to put their email address into this box right here. You want their email address into that box. Well, here's the thing. If you pay for 100 clicks and you get 0 subscribers, let me ask you this. Do you still pay for the 100 clicks as a solo ad buyer, yes or no? Of course you do. You are paying for the clicks. It doesn't matter how many subscribers you get. You're paying this person up here, okay? Remember, you're paying this person up here just simply to send traffic and clicks over to your page. So the higher your opt-in rate, okay? So the higher your opt-in rate equals lower cost per subscriber. Does that make sense, everybody? So if we can elevate our opt-in rate, get a really high opt-in rate, we can reduce the cost that we're spending to generate an advertiser. All that means is a bigger list. Okay, you're gonna get a bigger list. You're gonna get it faster, and you're gonna get it cheaper. All of this is increased return on investment. And that's what this is really all about. It's how can we increase your return on investment? And that's what happens. It all starts right there with that opt-in rate. We want the opt-in rate to increase so that our cost decreases, so that we build a bigger list. Now, it doesn't matter which one of our programs and softwares and things like that that you happen to be in and happen to be using right now. At the end of the day, solo ads can be a component of your business, and becoming a solo ad seller can be a component of your business without any real work, right? There's nothing to say that you can't use software and education and fan pages and all that stuff to help build your list. And of course, if you're building your list, then just makes sense that you would have the opportunity to go sell solo ads, right? We are working on a solo ad network. I will be able to reveal, the contract is really large, but I will be able to reveal the exact location of our solo ad network next week on the Success Connection. Because I was out of the office a lot this week for obvious reasons, I wasn't able to get the paperwork done, but suffice to say that it is an $80,000 investment on my end. An $80,000+ investment to build a solo ad network that will connect buyers and sellers. So what I'll be able to do is bring tons of buyers and tons of sellers in, and of course you'll be there to take advantage of being able to sell access, sell and make money with your list, but also buy traffic from other solo ad vendors. So going to be a phenomenal opportunity for you, going to be a huge, huge opportunity, and just a category killer website. So I'm really excited. These are the types of things that I'm always trying to do for you guys. I've been a little bit behind schedule, a little bit delayed, but life happens, and it's an unfortunate event. You guys know how close I am with my dad. My dad's worked with me for years, almost 15, 20 years. And so not having him around, not having him here to ask questions, and I mean, even though he's alive right now, he's not the same person because he's sick, and he's struggling and he's in a lot of pain. So it's very difficult. But like I said, being able to hop on these webinars, being able to do my trainings, be able to do my teachings gives me a little semblance of normalcy to my life right now. And it's a little bit of an outlet to do what I like to do. Hold on. We'll need to fix this. 1 second. I don't know what happened there. I guess eBay. Let's see. Where am I? There we go. Bring it back up. Sorry. I guess my wife has had eBay on my iPad. And so I accidentally clicked it. So anyway, it gives me a little bit of a semblance of normalcy and just being normal. So always exciting. So what I said was last week, I said that we were going to focus on this opt-in page and that I was going to show you one of my opt-in pages and give you one that we've been using, and that it would look a lot different than the one that the ones that we have given you in the past. So let me see if I can't make this big enough for you to easily see. So I think you should be able to see this. Okay, so this is one of the pages that we have created for you, okay? And we've given these out now multiple times. Tonight, if you're new, we'll be able to give you access to this page, as well as a lot of other pages, okay? So a lot of other pages you'll be able to get access to tonight. You'll notice how simple this is. It's really just a very, very simple page, not a lot to it, with an opt-in box, okay? Now, as you go through each one of the opt-in pages that we've built for you, or that we've had other people build for you, so we've purchased pages like this from our students, so ones that look very, very similar, just with different content on them, right? So lots of different ones. Your wife never cooks because you have a personal chef. All kinds of different catch lines. Well, what we've done is I'm kind of opening up what I call my solo ad best page, and you'll see it right here. So I'm getting ready to pull this up online and show you what it looks like. So this is one of what I would consider our best converting pages. Now, let me break down with you why this page works so well, okay? Why does this convert better even than the stuff that you've seen me put out before? Well, there's a couple of things. First of all, we put a timer up here at the top. Now, in ClickFunnels, we actually really do expire the page. So I'll show you in just a second that in ClickFunnels, you can expire the page and you can make that page redirect wherever you want. So what that means is you could technically make that page redirect to an offer that you make money on. If you're an ambassador of ours, you could have it redirect to through your ambassador links so that you actually make money, from the opt-ins that come through. I mean, all of these assets here, okay, so everything in here is designed to generate maximum opt-in rates, but also maximum revenue. And if you're an ambassador of ours, this opt-in page will be live inside of your ambassador account tomorrow morning. This will be added to the ambassador program as one of our pages internally. So we're releasing this. This is kind of something that we've used for quite some time. So here's what it does. It basically goes, we've got this featured in type thing up at the top. Now, why do we have that? Because because we're promoting my programs, right? My programs, my stuff has been in, on Fox News, CNBC, CNN, etc. If you are just redirecting people to random things, I think that it probably makes sense for you to remove that little piece, because you don't know if what you're redirecting people to has been featured in these places. But if you happen to be promoting one of my programs, I would leave it. Then you put in a headline. Now, we've talked about being able to go in and change these headlines to whatever you want. And I think that that's really, really important, is being able to go in and just change the headline and make it whatever it is that you really want it to be, okay? So it doesn't really matter to me what that headline is. I would test many different things. I wouldn't just do one specific thing. I would test many different things, right? There's no real reason, I don't think, to stick with just what I've put in here, because there are lots and lots of different things you can test. But this is one of the ones we use. Have you struggled with building your own successful online business? So we ask a rhetorical question. We're pretty sure that most people have struggled with building their online business. So this catches them with a question that we pretty much know they're going to say yes to. So then down here, we say, well, okay, what do you need the most help with? And then we put what we think most people will need help with. Please help me find profitable offers. I need help with the techie stuff, right? That's a sweeping statement. There's lots and lots of things that we could teach them for that. I need help with getting traffic. Okay, That's going to be a little more advanced user. Does everybody see how if you need help with finding profitable offers, or if you need help with techie stuff, that doesn't necessarily mean you know anything about making money on the internet or building a business. But if you say, I need help getting traffic, then wouldn't you agree with me that that person likely has a little more experience than the other people? Yes or no? All right. I see lots and lots of yeses flying in. Makes sense. All right. Very good. Exactly. It means that essentially there are opportunities here to segment out and know what type of person is actually opting into your page, which I think is pretty, pretty exciting stuff. Okay, and then the last one is, I don't know yet, but I know I need help. You always want a sweeping statement or an opportunity or a catch-all, right? Maybe they don't need profitable offers, and maybe they're not really having trouble with techie stuff, and they don't even know what getting traffic is. Maybe they just want to build a business, but they don't know what type of business. Or they don't even know the first thing about building a business online to know what a profitable offer might be, or tech might be, or anything, right? You want that catch-all. Because remember, you're going for maximum leverage. You want to have as many people as you possibly can opting into this box, because that's building your list, okay? Now, we also have some really cool stuff up here. It says start here, step 1. We let them know it's basically a 3-step process. Step 1 is starting here. Step 2 is your access information, which is right here. So step 1 is answer this. Step 2 is fill this out. And then step 3 is getting instant access. It lets people see what path they're going down. Sometimes people are scared to enter too much information, or even to put their information into one of these boxes, because what they're afraid of is they are afraid that once they do it, it's going to lead them down this rabbit hole of 15 or 20 or 30 or 40 different things that they got to do. What we're showing them here is very simple, right? Once you select your option, put your email address in and click continue, you are off to the next page to get instant access. Now, this could mean that you're giving away different things. It could mean that you're giving away a different product for each one of these answers. Or, which is what we most likely do, is we give away a product that solves all of these problems, right? For instance, those of you that are using my profit playbook, I mean, at the end of the day, that profit playbook tells you about profitable offers, tech stuff, traffic training, and of course, if you don't have a business, it fits that as well. So no matter what you're giving away, you can fill the need, right? As long as you put the right questions here in this box. Now, this is a new survey feature that ClickFunnels offers. We've always built these pages outside of ClickFunnels because they didn't offer a survey style, check mark style type of thing. But now that they do, now watch what happens when you click on the box. This is what I think is pretty cool. Now, typically, as you know, there wouldn't be an email address in this box, right? That's just me because I've been testing this. So let's just say that I need, I don't know what I need, but I know I need help getting, I just need help getting started, right? When you click this, it instantly analyzes your results and it says, we can help you with this. Please enter your email address below, okay? And then right here, you put in your email address. So what it's basically doing is when you click the little box, it's analyzing it, saying, yep, we can help you. And then it's telling you to enter your email address in the box below. We have found that the opt-in rates for something a little bit more, you might call it engaging, a little bit more interactive like this, has done really well. You'll also notice that we don't tell them anything about what they're getting for free. We don't have a picture of a book. We don't have a picture of a DVD or a free report or a free website, and here's why. We've also found that as a catch-all, okay, sometimes not showing a book or a DVD or a website or whatever is better because some people like to read, some people don't. Some people want a website, some people don't. Some people, want this, that, and the other, and others don't. With this, we're not really giving them or telling them what they're getting. We're simply telling them that we're going to help them with whatever it is they tell us that they need help with. Does that make sense to everybody? Just say yes. All right, very good. So we are helping them based on what they tell us they need, versus in the past and a lot of other things, we say, well, here's what we're going to give you to help you. Now we're kind of almost being reactionary. We're saying, what is it that you need help with? Oh, by the way, let us give you that help, right? So it's more of a customized fit. Now, how does it actually work inside of ClickFunnels? Let's take a quick look inside of ClickFunnels. All right, so if you don't have ClickFunnels, you will want to get ClickFunnels. I'll give you a link here at the end of tonight because we built this page out and you can actually have it completely free, okay? And so you'll be able to get this entire page that we put together already set up with the new survey feature, the graphics, everything will already be done for you once you click a link. So inside of here, obviously, if you wanted to remove this featured in piece right in here, you just click this and delete it, right? This is where you could edit your headline should you want to change the headline. Of course, you can edit the page and when it expires, the timer. Now, here's what I was telling you. If you click on the timer here, it will tell you that essentially on the expired, once this thing expires, you can put a website address in right here. So you can put a website address in this redirect URL. So that if somebody sits on this page for 9 minutes, which is a long time, I would probably suggest dropping the time. In fact, I might just drop it myself down to 3 minutes for you, and I'll save this in just a minute. But I wouldn't put 10 minutes up there. But the point is, you give them about 3 minutes. It shouldn't take 15 seconds to select one of those and put their email address in, right? I mean, it's very simple. So we'll change that down to 3 minutes. Now, once we do that, all right, you can edit this however you choose. Down here, you'll find that this is, this little webinar thing, this is actually a survey, okay? Now, you can make this a multi-step survey or a single-step survey, which is what I have in here right now, single step. For maximum opt-in rates, I suggest a single step, okay? I suggest just one single step and be done. I don't really suggest going through here and having many different steps unless you're trying to really refine the person that you are getting to opt in. But in the case of solo ads and the way that we're generating this traffic, we want as many people on our list as we possibly can. So we don't want to put this big barrier to entry. We don't want it to be like, oh my gosh, now I've got to answer 15 different things. We want it to be very simple. Okay, so how do we edit this survey? Well, it's fairly simple. We've done all the graphics for you. All you've got to do is go in here to settings and then just click on edit survey options, okay? And what you'll find is over here, you can edit the question, okay? So we click on the question here. We can edit the question and the answers. What do you need help with most, okay? So of course, you can put in whatever you need help with most right here. So you can change this question here and then change all of the potential answers as well, okay? So super easy, not really difficult. You can see that there's lots and lots of different things that can be done right here. All right, once you put this in. And then after doing this, you can see what we call outcomes. Now, outcomes are pretty interesting because we can cater this outcome to whatever we really want it to be. So in other words, you could technically take this and say, hey, okay, someone has actually clicked on option 3. So because they clicked on option 3, send them over to a different page than we send them to from option 1. Or we can even say, somebody selected option 3, so let's put them on list 3. For this case of solo ads, I've really kept it very basic because the idea is to build a massive list, right? Just tons of people on our list. So there's really no reason to go in and get too crazy over the top with these surveys, but you can define your outcome, okay? Now, right now, I have this set up to tell you it's analyzing your results. You could change that to say whatever you want. This is another testing point. Write this word down, optimization. You'll see that I'm always talking about optimization. And the reason I'm always talking about optimization is it's one of the key points to making a lot of money and to doing well. You can slap something up that makes $100. You can optimize it and make $1,000, right? So there's many different things that you can do. You can automatically, and I would not do this redirect here, because what that will do is when somebody clicks on one of the options, it will redirect them without letting them put their email address in. So we don't really want that. But what we do like and what we do want is this option right here where it says loading text. It says analyzing your results. You can make this say whatever you want, right? Determining how we can help you, ... You know, or enter your email address below for help, right? So you can change that text and that subtext right here very, very easily. You can also change the way the whole survey works. You could technically go in here and tell it to open the pop-up, okay? So that when somebody clicks on a button, it actually opens up the pop-up, which, you know, ClickFunnels has always had these little pop-ups. Let's see which one is on here. I really don't know because we just got, so there's no pop-up in here. But you can build out a pop-up here that has your, you know, email submission on it. So that essentially when somebody clicks on one of these options, it would automatically pop this up instead of having it right here on the page. I have found that right now, at this particular moment, leaving it just like this has worked the best for me. This is literally a duplicate of one of the best converting pages that I've seen. And then, of course, we put this little asterisk down here that says this is a free offer, no payment is required. So, of course, that is important because you're letting people know that they're getting something for free and they don't have to pay for it, right? Again, I've always said these little things matter because you're taking away skepticism. You're taking the question out of somebody's head. If I'm sitting there and I'm on this page and I'm thinking to myself, I don't know if I'm going to put my email address in here because there might be 50 steps to this thing. Well, you can clearly see that we've taken that question out of their head by, of course, showing them that it's a 3-step process. They might be saying, I'll come back later. Well, we took that question out of their head because we say the page expires in X amount of time. Then they might say, you know what, I'm just not really sure if I'm going to click this button because I don't know how much information they're going to ask me for. Well, we've taken that question out of their head because we show them. All you need to do is give us your email address. And then, hey, look, you know what? Are they going to pay? Are they going to charge me when I click this button? Am I going to pay for something? Well, it says this is a free offer. No payment is required. That's pretty bold, right? It's like right in your face. This is not going to cost you any money. These types of things give you micro increases in your opt-in rate. Can everybody see how that could happen? Just say yes. All right, I see lots and lots of yeses coming in. I'm looking on all these people. All right, very good. So lots and lots of people saying yes. So of course, when that happens, and that's a huge, you know, to me, it's a huge thing. Micro increases create massive opportunity for us. And the reason that it creates massive opportunity is real simple, right? And it's because when you have this increase in opt-in rate, as the traffic comes, as you get more and more traffic, man, just those small little percentage point here or 2 percentage points there. Look, if you get half a percentage point just for putting this in here, and I don't know, you can tweak this and all of this stuff gives you 3% opt-in rate, right? When you start thinking about thousands of clicks and tons of people, I mean, it's insane how much better it really can do. We've been testing one of these on Facebook and have gone from one of our pages has gone up to and now this is what ClickFunnels tells us, so we know that these opt-in rates are not exact. I would venture to say they're far off because I've never really found ClickFunnels statistical tracking to be the best. But suffice to say that our old opt-in page on this other campaign was sitting around 52% is what ClickFunnels said, 52% of people opted in. The new one is at 87%. So now, while I know that it's not actually 87%, what I do know is that it's a good 30% higher than my other one. Does that make sense to everybody? Yeah? Okay. So something that I can see that I've made a vast improvement using this page over the other page because I can see what the other page's stats are. So really high opt-in rates. Now, we have also optimized this for mobile. So if you click on mobile, you will see that there's a mobile setting. Now, I left this unperfected for you so I could show you in here. anytime you are doing a mobile version, I always suggest that you take these headlines, okay, and you just shrink them down a little bit, all right? Shrink your headlines down as much as you can, and take anything like this that has margin and slide it up. Because again, what we really want is we want this to fit on the page. We want it to show up really well, and we also don't want people to have to scroll for a long, long time. So we try to shrink everything, okay? So I think this looks pretty good right here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So we'll leave it that way. And then we'll pull this up. So you have desktop and you have mobile, okay? Desktop, mobile. All of these things work really, really well when optimized. So this is yet another reason that you want to optimize what you're doing. You don't want to have a mobile version that has text and font this big, because when you start to pull it up on your mobile phone, it's going to take you 4 scrolls just to be able to see what's even there, right? That does not, that's not indicative of best practices, if you will. So this opt-in page is going to be made available for you here in the next few minutes. How many of you would like it? Just say yes. All right. So we actually built this out in ClickFunnels for the first time this week, because ClickFunnels didn't have the ability to do this for a while. So we actually did custom programming and just built it ourselves. But now that this page is available in ClickFunnels, we've built it for you, and you can start using it tonight. What I would suggest is don't just use what I've put together here. Take what I have, change the headline and the questions, and come up with different variations and different versions of this. The whole idea with and you might want to write this down. The first piece at the top is to ask a rhetorical question. Is to ask a question that you know your customers are going to say yes to. You know, have you struggled with building a successful online business? Do you feel like I wouldn't say been ripped off, but do you feel like you've not been helped enough? Question mark. You know, I could go through a million of them. My mind's a little foggy right now. I'm running on like 30 minutes of sleep. But anyway, you ask a rhetorical question. Then, because you know they're going to say yes and or no, right? Are you massively successful online? No. Okay. Well, then the next question is right here. Can you tell me why you haven't had success? Question mark. And then it might say, you know, I've never learned Facebook marketing. I've never been able to create a sales page. I've never been able to find a profitable affiliate offer. You see what I'm saying? You lead them down the path. Rhetorical question that gets you a yes or a no. Another question that essentially is going to help fix the problem that you know that they have, and then give them all of the options as to what their problem really is, because you know it's going to fit into one of those categories. This is how you make a page that everybody responds to, because one thing that we know about humans is that they like to give their opinions, right? I mean, it's just human nature. We are opinionated people, and we like to give our opinions to people even when they don't want it, right? That's why we sit up here and we watch television. Every news station brings on 50 people. You know, you turn on television, it looks like the old Brady Bunch when the commercial, you know, when you start the Brady Bunch and have like 12 boxes with people doing this. That's what every news station does, right? Why do they do that? Because they want to bring in opinions from all these people that want to give opinions, right? We're an opinionated society. And so when you allow someone to essentially give their opinion, because that's what they're doing on here. They're saying, here's my opinion why I'm not doing well. Doesn't mean it's a fact, right? It just means that this is their opinion of what they're not able to get help with, or where they failed, or why they haven't been successful, or why they've struggled, right? People like to give that feedback and that opinion because it makes them feel validated, right? Like somebody's listening to me, somebody's helping me with what my problem is. Whereas when you say, here's this free book, okay, great, but maybe I don't need a free book. Or maybe they've opted in before to get a free book and the free book sucked. So now they're a little bit jaded. They're thinking, I don't know if I really want a free book. So last time I got a free book, it wasn't any good, right? You eliminate all of those little obstacles in their minds when you don't give them and tell them what they're going to get for free on the next page. You simply ask them questions. So this has worked really, really well for us, and I think it will work really, really well for you. what you'll be able to do is go ahead and edit this. You can change it. However, I would not change up the design of it too much because the design of it has worked really well. So I don't really see the point in changing up the colors and things, but you can do that. Throughout ClickFunnels, it's very, very simple to change the colors and play with this to where it looks differently. I don't really, obviously, 110% think that that is necessary, but it is in fact possible. Okay, so what we've gone over today and what I'm giving you today is this right here. Okay, that, which is the most important part of building your email list. Okay, and it doesn't just mean for solo ads. You can use this for Facebook ads and YouTube ads and swaps and anything else that you want to do. And what's great about it is it works for any industry. So it doesn't matter really what industry you're in, what niche you're in. You can tweak this to say what you want it to say without having to go get a free book cover and all that kind of stuff to change things up. Now, am I saying that the free book stuff doesn't work? No. What I'm saying is there's always different ways to get to the same result. The end goal is to build an email list. There's different ways to get there. This is one of the ways that we've used it to work really, really well. And I think it'll work really, really well for you too. I'm giving you a page that's literally modeled after the exact one we've used to build a list of, I would say, close to, I don't know, maybe 300,000 people or so on that list. And none of you, to my knowledge anyway, maybe you're on it, it's a big list, but it's not you. Most of you probably never seen that from me. I'm trying to give a little bit more insight into what we actually do. So every single week I go in and I analyze what are we actually doing. And then I try to game plan for what I can teach you on the Success Connection at night so that you're seeing what we're really doing. You're not just seeing theory. You're actually seeing and then getting the exact assets that we're using in our business. And they've made us massively successful, you know. So I have no reason to believe that you can't be successful using and having access to the same things we have access to. A lot of times, success comes from access, whether it's access to the right, what you might call assets, right, or the right network. All right. So you might need access to the right network. You might need access to the right offers, right? So the right actual affiliate offers or e-commerce offers, depending on what type of business that you're actually in. The right network, which is the types of people that you can have access to, and then of course the knowledge, right? There's no real, everybody knows we need access to the knowledge. If you have these things, I mean, if you can get assets, network, offers, and knowledge, you've really got what you need to be successful. There's no real reason for you to not be successful. And so what I think is that through this process on the Success Connection, I try to give you as much as I can. I know that I give you the assets 100%. For those of you that join my ambassador program, you've got offers that convert. I give you the knowledge constantly, right? I mean, constantly giving you as much as I can. Now, where have I failed a little bit? Probably this. I don't introduce you to the biggest network of people, and that's because most of the time when you want to bring a guest on a webinar like this, they want to sell something. And they say, hey, look, we're happy to come teach, but we want to be able to sell our program because we believe in it and all these things. Well, that's great, but I'm not a big fan of having people come on here and sell you stuff. Can any of you even remember the last time I brought somebody on the Success Connection and sold something? I mean, I don't even remember when it happened. I usually bring Adrian on, my brother, once a year because he's got a phenomenal e-commerce course, and I always have students that want to do e-commerce. But beyond him, I don't remember the last time I did that. It's probably been over a year and a half maybe. And that's because I like to keep, I really like to keep this place focused on our goal. And if I have somebody in my network that can benefit what we're doing, I'm happy to bring them on. But I like it to be perfect, a perfect fit, so that we're not just hawking products every week, right? And for those of you that are new, you'll find that that's not what we do. We don't get on here. This is not a sales pitch webinar. It is literally me dedicating hours of my life every week to training to help you, taking my team and building out assets, just like the one you're going to get tonight with this page, giving it to you, giving you the knowledge of how to use it, doing my best to tell you and point you in the direction to find profitable offers. I did sell my ambassador program, which gives you access to promote all of my offers. I did sell that. It wasn't free. There's many reasons for that. But I've also said, hey, if you don't want to be an ambassador, here's some other opportunities where you could get access to some products for free. Maybe they're not as good, they're not as profitable, whatever the case may be, but I do my best to point you in the right direction. So hopefully you guys are getting all of that from the Success Connection this year: assets, offers, knowledge, and then of course we bring the networking in when it's necessary, right? When I feel like it's beneficial to you and it fits with our overall goal. Now, before I give you, and I told you I was going to wrap things up in about an hour tonight, so I've got about 10 minutes. Before I give you that page for free, I'm going to tell you what my plans are. Okay, these are my plans for next week. Now, all of you know that my plans seem to change hourly. As we kind of go through this this process with my dad, it's it's highs and lows, peaks and valleys. One day I'm excited, the next day I don't want to wake up. So as long as things stay stable and we don't have any more catastrophes, my plan for next week is to do the solo ads, putting it all together. Okay, so what this means is I'm going to go over every single step again and connect all the dots at one time instead of over the 4-week period that we've been doing this. I'm going to connect them all at one time for you on one session. So if you've missed any sessions in the last month, you don't want to miss next week, because next week is when you will get all of it put together. It'll be one major workshop to show you exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to reveal the solo ad marketplace, and I'll just leave it at that. I'm going to reveal the solo ad marketplace, which is what Chloe's excited about that. It's an $80,000 investment that I've made for you. And I'm revealing what it is next week here live on the Success Connection. I know I told you guys that I would release the ambassador program today. I don't have the time to do it. So I am going to release it next week, assuming I don't get hammered by all kinds of problems between now and then. It's a big undertaking to open up access to our ambassador program again. It means that I need to be sitting there to help you. It means that if you write a support ticket right when we get off of here, that I need to be able to answer it, and I need to have a clear mind, and I need to be focused, and I need to be able to really help and to explain. And these are very hard things to do when you're I know that a lot of you just want to buy it. You don't even care. I just want to buy it, right? But when you're taking somebody's money and they're investing it in a program or something that you have, my opinion is anyway, you should do the very best that you can to help them right out of the gate so they don't stumble. And I always do that, or at least I try to. But I know that I'm not, mentally and physically in the right position right now for the last 2 to 3 weeks to be saying, hey, let's have 200 more people join our program and me to have to help you. I just won't mentally be checked in, for something like that. So I'll do my very best to, and hopefully my dad is better after tonight. I'm about to go see him, and hopefully we can get him on the right track and just get him back to where he was. Like I said, he was in rehab. He was doing better. It was his first day. Tuesday was his first day out of the bed in 45 days. And he was up. And then concoctions of medicine, and now he's in the ICU, which is worse than he's been in the last 45 days. So how quickly things can change, right? They can change so fast. But I'm going to do my best to get him better, and then, of course, to help you guys. Also, some quick notes, okay? So just some really quick notes for our current ambassadors. We're going to have 2 funnels open tomorrow. So if you are a current ambassador, I will do a Facebook Live Friday with the details, okay? So it will be inside of the ambassador Facebook group. I will be doing a Facebook Live Friday with the details. So this is if you are an ambassador program member, there's that. Then if you are a fan page domination member, so I know I don't ever talk about these courses, but if you are a fan page domination member, we are please go and watch. Well, here, you don't have to do that. That doesn't even matter. We are adding modules for using Facebook Messenger with our method, okay? That's coming in the next, call it 2 to 3 weeks, because we're testing it right now on our pages. So just a quick update, if you're a fan page domination member, you're gonna get this update. It's dope, it's awesome, and we're testing it, refining it, and we're gonna share it with you. It'll be inside of your members area. And then if you are an ambassador, make sure you're in the ambassador Facebook group. I'm gonna be live on Friday, assuming all is well with Dad. And we're gonna release these 2 new funnels here for our ambassadors, which I think are going to be really, really good. All right, so let's get you guys the page so we can wrap some of this up for the night. Again, thank you all for being so patient with me when I say, hey, we're going to do this week, and then I have to make a quick change or a slight change to it. Like I said, we can't control everything that happens in our lives, so I apologize when I don't deliver everything I say I'm going to deliver each week, but I do try my very best to under-promise and over-deliver. But when things like what's happening with my dad happen, it makes it really, really hard because you just never know what today or tomorrow is going to bring. But let's go over a couple of quick things. If you are not a member of our Facebook group, this is the Facebook group link. It's right here on the screen, go.vsc.com/group. You want to join that group. That's a group where everybody here from the Success Connection is on. I'd love it if you'd all leave some comments in there for my dad. I'm going to go up to the hospital here as soon as we get off. I'd love to share them with them. If you just say we're praying for you, or we hope you get well, or sending you positive love, energy, vibes, whatever the case may be. My dad would love it. I mean, when you've been down like this for this long, to know there's thousands of people all over the world that are they're praying for you and wishing you well can sometimes be a good pick-me-up, right? And a lot of that's what he really needs that right now. So if you've got time, join the group and feel free to leave us some messages here for my dad. What I want you to do is write this website address down. Do not go to it right now because I've not given you the password. It is go.bsc.com/funnel. All right, now let me show you what's on that page. When you go to that page, you will see this right here, okay? So this is go.bsc.com/funnel. All right, what we're gonna find, a couple of quick things, all right? This is where you will be able to download all of these funnels. Now, let me be very, very clear in that you are going to get all of these funnels, not just one. You'll get all these funnel pages. So you'll be able to test all of these. I don't know how many there are, I think 16 or 17. But you're also gonna get this one right here. This is a new one. This one will be active for you tonight, where you'll be able to go in and use basically what I call the best page, right? I just made a quick name change, so I called it the best page. You'll be able to get this. You can download it on this page, but let's go through a couple of quick things. First of all, you will be able to subscribe to our Facebook alerts. That's the very first thing you'll see. I want to make sure that you do that, because if you subscribe to our Facebook alerts, when life is not so hectic, I plan to release things to you early. For instance, this new opt-in page. If my dad had not ended up in the ICU on Tuesday, my plan was to release this opt-in page through my Facebook alerts before you ever even got to this webinar, so that you would have the opportunity to go in and use it before anybody else. That's what we do for the Facebook alerts members, and that's the plan. So on this page, first thing you want to do, click on the Facebook alert button and then it'll automatically send you a message on Facebook, and you just hit confirm. There'll be a little button on it, click confirm or whatever, and that will confirm that we can send you Facebook messages. We only send one a week. It's not like we're going to spam you. I don't have time for that. I hardly have time to send you the stuff I want to send you, so let alone spamming you. Secondly, if you don't have ClickFunnels, you have to have it. Now, you only have to have ClickFunnels to do what I'm teaching you here. If you want my squeeze page that I built for you tonight, you've got to have ClickFunnels. If you want the rest of the squeeze pages that we built for you, you have to have ClickFunnels. You can take what I've taught you and go build it on your own some other way, but I can't hand deliver it to you unless you have ClickFunnels, because that's what we use. And they give us these neat little share buttons that when you click it, it literally will put all of these pages in your account 100% instantly, just like that, done for you. Takes all of 2 minutes, right? So, I mean, and they're yours. You own them. We have no access to them. So we give them to you for free. But you do have to have ClickFunnels to do it. There's a 2-week trial on here for ClickFunnels where you can try it out for 2 weeks for free. You're not gonna have to pay anything. So there's really no reason not to do it tonight. If you already have ClickFunnels, you don't have to sign up through my link or anything like that. You can just use your current ClickFunnels account. If you don't have one, you need to get one. We also have a lot of other funnels that you can download. Okay, we try to give all of our Success Connection students everything that we've ever done. So there's these free book funnels up here. So there's funnels 1 through 3, those kind of go together. 4 through 7 go together. And you'll notice we give you a lot of assets. We give you autoresponder assets. We give you members areas. We give you Facebook videos. I mean, all kinds of stuff. Funnels 8 through 11. And then down here, you'll see the solo ad workshop assets. Okay. And of course, when you look at that, you will see this solo ad funnels button right here. This button will only be active until midnight tonight, okay? But I know that's what that says, but that's actually not true. It's set to cut off in an hour. And the reason it's set to cut off in an hour is I do not intend to give away my opt-in page for any longer than the next hour, okay? A lot of times I leave it open until midnight, but like I said, I'm only gonna leave it open for people that actually were on this webinar. Some people jump on at the very end and try to get the password real fast and then go on and download it. I really want you to have been on the webinar, paying attention and be focused. So I'm actually going, I know it says midnight, it'll be live for the next 1 hour, okay? So this is where you get those solo ad funnels. Once I give you the password for tonight, this is where you'll get them. If you're new, you cannot just go here and click this button and download them. You first have to go to ClickFunnels, create your account, then you need to log into your account with ClickFunnels, and then go over here to this page and click on this button, and it will download those funnels into your ClickFunnels account. So you do have to be logged into ClickFunnels in order to get those funnels, okay? So you do have to be logged into ClickFunnels when you click this button in order for it to work. All right, so with that said, we've got kind of everything lined up here. Let me pull this up and then pull this down. We'll show you the password. All right, so the password for tonight, and by the way, once you get the password for tonight, this will also, this password will also serve as the keyword for our next Invest in You contest. So we've had, this will be the 5th keyword for the next Invest in You contest. So pretty cool stuff. I think that you guys are going to absolutely love it. So I'm going to give you this password. When I give it to you, 1 hour from now, we will be closing down the links for this new funnel. Actually, what's going to happen is we're taking it out. I'm just going to delete it out of the ClickFunnels funnel, and then people will get it, but it won't be there. So you've got 1 hour to get that. And then, like I said, it's not like it's a rush. A lot of you already have ClickFunnels. It's not some huge push to sell you something. I'm giving it to you. I just am only going to leave it there for an hour and I'm taking it out, okay? So the password for tonight is optimize. So the password for tonight is optimize. You'll see that password right there on the screen. Optimize, okay? O-P-T-I-M-I-Z-E, optimize. Optimize. Why did I pick that password for tonight? Why is that the password to get to these pages? It's real simple. When you optimize your process, guys, you optimize your entire business. And through that optimization, you can take a business that's not successful and turn it into one that is. You can take a business that's failing and turn it into a successful one. And or you can start off the right way the first time and never fail if you optimize your business, right? It's one of the biggest things that that people overlook. They just throw stuff together and hope that it's going to work. Always be optimizing. You can go to go.dsc.com/funnel. That is where you're going to get to the page that you see back here in the background. First thing you need to do is get your Facebook subscriber alerts, and then go ahead and get your free trial to ClickFunnels. How many of you are going to need to get ClickFunnels tonight? Just say yes. I always like to ask this because it shows me how many new people are on, because reality is that most everybody that's been on here has ClickFunnels. All right, I see a lot of you still saying yes, so that means you're probably new. Welcome to the Success Connection. I hope you enjoyed tonight. Listen, I know that tonight was still an hour, so I mean, you know, even my short nights, I go for an hour. So you can see my dad's in the hospital, and I've got to go, and I'm still an hour long. So normally I'm an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours. I do the best I can to teach you the most that I can possibly teach you to help you have success. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Again, if you've got a second and you don't mind, hop in the Facebook group. You can see it right here, go.dsc.com/group. If you're not already a member, we'll get you approved once you ask to join, and leave some positive vibes for my dad. I'm going to show him to him when I get to the hospital. It'll be a great pick-me-up for him. And then, like I said, we got 1 hour. Get your ClickFunnels account. Link is right there on the screen. Then go and get those new funnels. Get that one page that we've been using. I think it's going to be awesome. It's worked really well for us. Looking forward to seeing your results. For those of you that are ambassador members, look for me tomorrow afternoon on Facebook. We're going to be releasing 2 new funnels for you guys to start using, so it's going to be phenomenal. Our fan page domination students, I'm working on a dope Facebook Messenger kind of integration into our process that I'm going to be sending off to you guys, probably, like I said, the next few weeks with a full course training inside of your members area. So I look forward to sharing that with you. And I thank you all so much for being here. I hope you have had a wonderful time, learned an awful lot. I hope you have a great weekend, a safe weekend, and a productive weekend. And I look forward to seeing you next week right here, same place, same time, Success Connection, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday. All right, take care, everybody. See you next week.